નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Standard 9th, Subject Science, Chapter 13, Why Do We Fall Ill? Dear students, today we will discuss what do you mean by disease and how it causes. Okay, first of all, you will see this plus is. This means discomfort. Or without ease, this means without, ease means comfort. So without ease, that is called as a disease. So it can be defined as a condition in which normal functioning of the body, condition in which normal function of the body or its some part or organ is disturbed, then we are calling as a disease. Okay, normal functioning of the body, and as soon as any of the body part or any of the body organ, so that is called as a disease. And symptoms it indicates there is something wrong. Symptoms, what you are going to, the symptom means indication, indicates there is something wrong here. Then clue will be signs, clue or indication of a specific clue. So clue or indication of a specific. So these doctors will diagnosis. So they will give the prescribed medical test. So urine test, blood test. So like this way, they will get the clue from that. So dear students, we know that there is a disease. In other words, how do we know that there is something wrong in our body? You know that there are many tissues in our body. So you know that cell, group of cells, tissue, group of tissues, organ, group of organs, organ system, and then organism. So there are many tissues in our bodies. These tissues make the organ systems that carry out body functions. So these tissues, what they will do? They carry out the physiological or we are saying that organs have systems. That is what we are saying, organ system that carry out the somewhat body functions. And each of the organ systems has a specific organ as its parts, and it will do the, for example, digestive system. See, digestive system, it will be of, that stomach and intestines, and this helps to digest the food. Okay, and also eliminates the waste materials from the outside the body. And musculoskeletal system. Musculoskeletal, so sometimes asking the question, what do you mean by musculoskeletal system? So muscles and bones. The musculoskeletal system is bones and muscles that hold in our body together and helps the body to move. So you know that bones and muscles are fixed together. You are saying these parts are together and helping the body to move. Okay, whenever there is a disease, either it is functioning one or more systems of the body, will change, it will be worse. These changes will give rise to symptoms. Okay, symptoms. So indication. These symptoms of this disease are things we feel as something wrong. So sometimes headache or loose motions. So wound with pus, like infection, any sort of infections. These are all symptoms. So these indicate that there may be a disease. It shows that something going to wrong in our bodies. For example, headache means just examination stress due to the stress or worries. Very rarely, then it may mean that meningitis. This is also kind of headache. Here, inflammation of the brain and spinal cord, migraine problem. So like that way, number of diseases will be born. So signs of diseases are what physicians will look on the basis of the symptoms. So the doctors will indicate the symptoms, they will study first. And this sign will give a little more definite indication. So this sign will give a clue or indication of a specific clue. So then doctor will be, what they are doing, go for the laboratory tests to pinpoint the specific identification the disease further. Okay. Now we will see that there are two types of diseases: acute disease and chronic diseases. Acute and chronic. So what do you mean by acute diseases and what do you mean by chronic diseases? Okay, the manifestations means observable or to show or to the side. So like these observations showing that disease will be different depends upon the number of factors. See, some diseases last for only a very short period of time. See, some of the diseases only short period, and these diseases are called as acute diseases. So means that these acute diseases last for a short period of time. And symptoms may be like severe or sudden. Symptoms may be because this is a short one. Maybe severe or sudden also. No major effects. So, but this will not affect major effects on any general health. Okay. And other ailments. Okay, this is about, for example, cough, cold, diarrhea, loose motions. So see, cough is there. Only short time only. Cold, diarrhea. These are all what? Saying acute disease, because this will be last for only a short period of time. Now, some of the other ailments or sickness that can last for a long time. See, now the disease or last for a longer period of time. So that the diseases are called as chronic, chronic, chronic diseases. And an example is the infection of the elephantiasis. It means enlargement of the legs. So this is due to the worms, and which is very common some part of the India. And another example is asthma. It's also asthma means respiratory problems or respiratory disease, taking respiration problem. Okay, this is about the chronic disease. For example, diabetes, tuberculosis, inflammation of the lungs. So these are all about what chronic disease. And here what you will see, these diseases last for the longer, sometimes lifelong, and less severe. But severe is less, but gradual will be slowly it develops, and bad effects on the health, on general health. So this will be bad effects on that. So these are the difference between the acute and chronic diseases. So acute diseases last for only a short period of time, and chronic diseases last for longer period of time. And symptoms are here severe as well as sudden. Okay. And here the symptoms is less severe and gradually it is develops. No major effects on the general health, but here bad effects on the general health. So example, cough, cold, diarrhea means loose motions. So these are all the examples of acute diseases. But diabetes, tuberculosis, asthma, these are all, or elephantiasis, these are the example of chronic diseases. See, chronic diseases and poor health. Acute and chronic diseases have different effects on our health. So any disease that causes poor functioning of some part of the body will affect our health. See, try to understand this statement. Any disease that causes poor functioning of some part of our body will affect our health. This is because of all functions of the body are necessary for being healthy. To keep our healthy, or to the persons will become healthy, all the body functions should regularly, it will be, what you are saying, it will be working on. So then the persons will be healthy. But an acute disease, this is very soon, will not have the time to cause major effects on the general health. So, but acute disease, what will happen? They will get the short time, so that will not affect the major effects on the general health. So, while a chronic diseases, this will be, because it is not so severe, but taking gradual effects, but this will affect on the particular body part. For example, here cough and cold, which all of us have from time to time, and most of us get better and become well within a week or so. and there are no lasting effects on our health. And then after the curation, there will be no effect on our health. It will not stay in our life. Okay, but if you get infected with a chronic disease such as tuberculosis, so infection of the lungs, so like this, and this will be what will happen, you say, then the being ill over the years, it takes a number of years and does make us lose weight and feel tired all the time, and that will be effect on long life of our long life. Okay. So, for example, here given say, we may go to the school for a few days if you have the acute disease. So, if you have acute disease, only a few days if you have, only the school will disturb. But a chronic disease will be there, will make it difficult for us to follow the school, what is being taught in the school, and reduce our ability to learn. In other words, we are not, or we are likely to have prolonged, continuously it will affect general poor health if you have a chronic disease. So whenever a chronic disease is there, the person can't do their work. Here that will be given their ability, reducing the ability, learning power and feeling tired and weakness. So due to this, the person can't do his work longer time. So this is a chronic disease. So dear students, chronic diseases therefore have very drastic means very severe, we are saying, or major drastic changes. Okay, it is a lot of effect on long-term effects on the people's health as compared to the acute diseases. Okay, so that is why the persons are having, or persons, the diseases are of, or the persons getting the disease are of two types, acute diseases and chronic diseases. But acute disease will be that will not major effect on the health, only the time being, and sudden also sometimes. Maybe sudden or maybe severe, but only a short time. But after the cure, then the person, it will not stay on the body of the persons. So persons will be ready. But chronic diseases is not like that. It is a long term is maybe lifelong, and also less severe. Sometimes it may be found not so severe, but gradual development will be there. So that will major effect on our health, and that will disturb the health, or that will disturb the life. So examples like this one, diabetes, tuberculosis, asthma. So these are all the examples of the chronic diseases. So dear students, now in the next video we will discuss the causes of disease and infectious disease and as well as non-infectious diseases. Okay, thank you, bye bye. Thank you for joining us.